Okay. Everyone get a chance to go through it? Okay.
Now rebooting. Okay.
Okay, so 6:47, July 9, 2019. Calling to order the July monthly meeting of the Affordable Housing Trust. What is our first order of business? Is it to approve?
Yeah, so I was thinking we could review and approve the July 2nd regular meeting
Okay.
minutes, and then review and approve and potentially release the June 10th executive session minutes. The July 2nd executive session minutes wouldn't be ready at this point. And then also, if we could take an item out of order, so the other items, with the new fiscal year, we need to re-elect and reappoint officers. Currently, it's Nikki as chair and Amy as clerk is the only officers we have. So that's my suggestion for the first three items.
Okay. Okay, so first, is everyone had a chance to review these special meeting minutes from July 2?
I will make a motion that we approve the special meeting minutes from July 2nd.
Second?
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Now, the next one was,
June 10 executive approval and then June 10 release.
okay. So has everyone had a chance to read over the executive session meeting minutes from June 10? I can make a motion to, we'll make a motion to approve the executive session meeting minutes from June 10th. All in favor? Aye. And then we'll have to make another motion to release them? Okay. I'll make a motion to release the executive session meeting minutes from June 10th.
I'll second that
2019.
motion.
All in favor? Aye. Okay. And then
the next item could
third up
be,
is,
officer reappointment.
okay. I'm willing to do it again. Does anybody else want to step up?
I was just going to make the motion. I motion. Chair Nikki Destoulian to remain in the position.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thanks, guys.
I'm willing as well, so.
Awesome. So,
And I'll make a motion that we reappoint Amy Rodriguez to the
Clerk.
position.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you.
Thank you.
That was painless.
Yep.
That's
Plenty of pain to come. Just kidding.
I'm so happy I'm here.
Don't jinx us. Okay. Thank you. What's up next? 300 Foundry?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I thought I printed that out and I didn't. Okay, so is there any update on 300 Foundry Street?
In short, no.
Yeah.
Town council is still working on the closing and transfer documents, and Global Property is coming in to meet with planning department staff later in July on the 24th to talk about next steps in the project.
So does town council think the documents will be done for that meeting?
It is our fond hope.
So you're not necessarily feeling strongly about that, it's a fond hope. Okay.
Correct.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm taking my notes.
So, sorry, another question. If everything goes together finally with the paperwork and the meeting with the planning department, they still think I'm like getting going like this construction season?
Given the permitting challenges, I think that would be optimistic, but I do not know.
So you're thinking not likely?
I strongly suspect permitting will happen over the summer and fall. I don't know that they'll be able to start construction.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, that was very sobering.
It's still 300 Foundry, right?
Correct.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
still on 300 Founder.
Mm-hmm.
the thing's only been lollygagging around for another year. Didn't we award that about this time last year?
September.
Borough?
Yeah. These things are very slow.
Yes.
I'm glad it's just still alive. I had a couple
Yeah.
close calls.
It was touch and go for a
Yep.
few months.
Okay, so can we go to 10 Electric?
Yep.
All right, so moving on to 10 Electric. Wayne, do you want to give your update on the?
Yeah, I had a good conversation with Habitat. They are between construction managers, so they are a few weeks delayed in getting the site work done. They expect to still hit their target to get the lot cleared and the foundation work done this summer, and to start a volunteer-oriented build this fall. They believe they will still hit those marks. They've gotten, they've processed 20 applications. They've got 7 or 8 more pending. And, quote, many of them, unquote, are qualified.
Wow.
So I think the majority are qualified. They should have a prospective homeowner identified by the end of August. And as a small construction note, they may request use of a small town-owned parcel nearby to do some construction staging. They need somewhere to put the porta potty, you know, and that kind of thing.
Storage,
Yeah.
the storage pod.
Yeah. So that is the update for 10 Electric.
Awesome.
It's encouraging.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 Eisenhower. The day after our last meeting, when I last told you that, I hadn't heard back from the mold guy. The mold guy responded. He got back to me. However, all he did was put in writing that there is no evidence of mold. He saw no evidence of mold in the attic. So that's good. I responded to him asking for the estimate that we had discussed of cleaning out the attic. He uses like an all-natural product to clean it. Just thinking, he said we didn't have to do anything, but I was just thinking that it might be just a price out, see what it would cost to go over with like I think it was peroxide or all green solution to clean it up. He hasn't gotten back to me with that yet, or whether he can do or provide an estimate for the water placement under the toilet and the half bath. So,
Where did the mold concern come up?
it came up in the buyer's home inspection. There was just an indication that there may be mold. Is that accurate? So we had 24 Restore, I believe it's called. Am I allowed to
24
say that?
store, yeah.
They came in and I'm just like looking at it and see if
He
he
didn't
emailed
run
me
an
back.
actual test, though, he just did a visual.
Yeah, he went up there with visual, with his flashlight in the pouring rain. He said it was a good thing to go in the pouring rain. It happened to have been because you can see that that it was not leaking any water. It was completely sealed. The vents were working. So he said that all that looked good, and he saw no visual evidence of mold. He said, I can't guarantee that there's no mold. It's old wood. It'll eventually get mold. I don't see anything happening right now.
Yeah,
So,
if there was a mold concern, the best way to address it is to replace the roof that is leaking and to have it ventilated.
which we did.
And as folks remember, that was one of the first things we did when we bought the house because it had no ventilation and the roof was leaking. So we've taken care of that part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that was like the only thing that came out of the buyers?
And then the floor underneath the toilet in the half bath is in poor condition. The subfloor when you look underneath the linoleum. And it would
That
be,
wood's rotting out, so the wood needs to be replaced, and then considering the size of the room, it's basically, you're gonna need to replace just like that whole floor area. It's not large,
Makes
but
sense
it's,
to pull out half of it at that point.
right.
so
But
hopefully.
So
we're
I'm
looking
still
for
waiting.
someone to do that.
I'm still waiting to hear back from my mold guys, but if they don't get back to me,
We're gonna have to find another contractor.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't need the mold guys for the floor, cause the floor wasn't the moldy thing.
Right.
Well, they said there could possibly be mold in the rotted wood. So our thinking had been like, well, if they're
Check it
there
out,
and they can
replace
do
it.
it, you know, great, you're on site, give us an estimate, please take care of it, thank you.
And I'm also interested in seeing how much it would cost to clean the attic. The solution. Since he didn't do any air quality test, I thought that maybe see how much it comes back. I don't know.
So I guess the take home is Nikki and I will continue to either try and get a response from the folks who've been there already or to try and locate another contractor.
Okay.
Certainly for replacing the half bath floor and possibly for cleaning the attic.
Okay.
That is less critical.
And the closing is?
August
August
28th.
28th, they've pushed it off a month. Not because of this, but because of another small grant, I think,
Okay.
that the home buyer's hoping to get from the bank.
So are you gonna reach out to the contractor that,
I can call him again, yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Was he responsive the first time?
He was, yeah, he took care of a number of things.
Okay.
And I don't know if this will be too small for him to come back and do, which is a problem that we've run into constantly through Eisenhower. The stuff that needs to be done is really piddly and little,
Mm-hmm.
and it is really difficult to get anybody to come out and do it.
Okay, is there anything else on 3 Eisenhowers, or?
Do we have any, like, PR lined up for once this kind of comes together?
I know.
Do we want to consider that?
Mhm.
Maybe, my concern
Something we have to
is,
check with the homeowners.
yeah, I wouldn't wanna,
Yeah, we don't wanna
Yeah.
breach their confidentiality if they're
Right.
not okay with this, but if they wouldn't mind, I'm sure it would be a good thing for us.
Mm-hmm.
possibly, yeah. Yeah, so that's 3 hours an hour.
Okay. Anything else, anyone?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Confirmation of action items for the month ahead. So I'll follow up with my mold guys on Eisenhower.
And I'll call the other contractor and see if they're interested still, or could be interested.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be any action items on our behalf for 300 Foundry or 10 Electric, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, and as an update, I had an email exchange with Stephanie, and she's back in the country now, but she's doing summer school Tuesday and Thursday nights, and she doesn't know her fall schedule yet. So our next meeting is tentatively scheduled for Thursday, August 1st. Can people attend? And if so, we're not going to be seeing Stephanie.
I should be able to be here August 1st.
Yeah, I'm,
And
I
I
am questionable.
have misplaced
be.
my calendar, but
No.
I
It's a
think
Thursday.
That should work.
It should work for me.
And, okay, so we'll have a quorum with Chuck and James and Chris Ann and Nikki.
Yep.
You if you're
We do a road trip to Alexandria.
Oh, nice.
It's possible. I think we'll be back by then, but,
okay.
That's fun.
yeah.
Sam might be
Because
able
of
to
Wednesday.
join us.
And what, yeah, right.
Okay, so next meeting, Thursday, August 1st at 6:30. Did we have other pertinent items? I think we already put them in, right?
Yeah, I think we did that with the vote.
Mhm. Okay, so shall I take a
Yeah.
roll call vote to go into executive session?
And Chris Ann will be leaving the meeting. We can do a roll call vote to go into executive session, come back at the end of it into public meeting, and I'd be present during the executive session. But yeah, if you could make that.
Make that motion. I'll make a motion to take a roll call vote to go into executive session pursuant to MGL Chapter 30A, Section 21A6, to discuss potential purchase of real property, to return to public meeting with Wayne Beitler present and Chris Ann
I
not.
am recusing myself. So I'm a no. I will not be back. And I I'm not going to stick around, wait for it to reconvene either.
No?
No, I think I'll skip that.
You're just gonna watch it on TV after.
No, I don't think I'm good either.
Thank you.
So-
We'll see you.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Good luck with
Thank you
that.
very much.
Have fun with that deliberation.
Have a good rest of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see you in August. Thank you.
Hmm?
Thank you. See you in August.
All right, see you in August. Have a good one, everybody. Do
You
Bye.
too.
Bye.
Bye.
you want this closed?
Yeah, sure.
Kinda?
Yeah,
Just do that.
that works.
Thank you.
So, roll call vote. Nikki?
Oh, roll call vote. Dustumi and I. Sorry.
King, yes?
Rodriguez, yes?
Truax, yes.
Okay.
So, 7:03. We enter into executive session.
Okay. 7:03. Call to order. And I'll make sure that we're not rolling.